Nadia's gone, which means that the one last firewall to me eating disastrously and in a chaotic manner has been removed. So I have to be really careful now this weekend. Otherwise I will fall down a long, craggy descent towards flabbiness. Also, just listening to the radio, does it make anyone else laugh that all these votes in the Houses of Parliament about Brexit, and they keep calling them the meaningful votes, and yet at the end of them, when the votes come through and nothing changes, I think we should call them the meaningless votes. What say you? I think we should call them meaningless votes, because they mean nothing. Nothing changes, nothing moves on, nothing doesn't decide anything.
What did you just say? What did Nadia say about me eating while she's away?
Nadia said, keep an eye on his eating. And I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. But Kiki and I were thinking that maybe he'd already secretly eaten chocolate, but he's insisted that he hasn't. So we've had to ignore that theory. And
I've secretly eaten black chocolate, dark chocolate from
oh
the
no, that's
drawer
not what
over
we
there.
thought. Because he went out to get Kiki and I some milk chocolate last night, and he seemed very chilled when he came back and said, here's your chocolate. He didn't seem to want any. And then I thought, that's very good, he didn't want chocolate. Nadia said, did he seem to want the chocolate? I said, no. And then she said, maybe he'd already had a bar. I said, yes, I will check this out later. And I have done, and he insists that he didn't. So that theory's gone.
But am I the lying addict?
True!
So we're just saying we can see the bird. Look, there's the coal tit or a blue tit flying into the birdhouse. Oh, there it is in the tree. Look. Look.
Oh, that's so
I'm going to put it up.
It's very good they're making the holes smaller, aren't they? So that nobody can... God, my head is hurting.
Oh, you smell nice, Maddie.
Do I?
Look.
You smell gorgeous.
And a feeder.
Oh.
Squirrel-proof feeder.
You can't stop once you start. Which
Stop
I feel
what?
you do. Stop feeding once you...
Will there be eggs? Well, they're making the nest though, aren't they?
Yeah, he's checking it out. He's checking it out. He's giving it their song that goes like that.
Checking it
He's
out.
checking it out. He's moving it. Do. Is
that the Blue Tit song?
Do. Santa Claus is coming to town. What the?
Is that the
effing
Blue
hell?
Tit song?
That's the Blue Tit song. It's like 4 sausages hanging up in a tree. Like you've had a party, a barbecue, and thrown them up in the sky, and they've landed.
Doesn't
there.
look very pretty, does it?
It doesn't.
That looks pretty hideous.
Pretty hideous.
Oh shit! Hold that whilst I
What
film
is
me
it?
whilst I get it down.
No. There's not one thing I planted.
Oh, is that smart?
Huh?
Is that a smart way of getting it down?
Dad, you can reach it.
I can't reach
Oh my god! Skills?
Skills? Where can I put it though? Oh look, the blossom is coming.
How about nearer to the bird tree? Like,
I'll put it in here.
yeah, that's less visible. Yeah, you can see it less.
Thanks.
What are you doing? What is it you're doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, but go like this more, like that.
God,
Like
down.
forwards.
Forward.
Like that.
Forward and down.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Forward and down.
It's like you're ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you coming forward?
Because it's like ice skating on the God, I'm out of breath.
I know it's good workout.
You like toss? Dobby.
No.
So, second bird feeder. I feel like once I start feeding the birds, it's time to start doing the gardening.
Yes, that's
Do you feel that?
I do.
There was
I
a
do.
time when Maddie
I
used to just
really
sit and look at the lovely birds in the garden. You get excited. You off to drama?
Yeah.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
So we're not going to see you later, no?
No, I'm coming back before you
Oh, you're coming back. That's right. Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
blue, blue, blue.
All right. Well, have a goodie. I'm going to try and find somewhere to hang this. Put it up there.
Oh my god. I don't know about anyone else. I've just done my regular Saturday Sainsbury's trip. This time getting treats for Nanny Di, Kiki, Maddie. Not too many treats. I mean things like clementines and fizzy water. Maybe one packet of Pringles for Kooks. I feel so ghastly today. I feel so tired. Do you ever get those moments where your energy level just depletes? I know I've got to do a run today. I feel so exhausted, absolutely exhausted. Didn't sleep well. Yeah, I've got this terrible earache. I think I put one of those earplugs in to stop the sound of Nadia's snoring. And I think it wedged in so deep one morning that it took me a long time before I discovered that it was still stuck in my ear, and I just wonder whether it's bruised my ear canal. So you know when you've got that, so I've got sort of, it feels hot here, I feel tired here, and I just want to flop on the sofa. So we are in the business of trying to rescue bits from the old house. Look, we've got old tulip bulbs that have started to sprout. We're hoping to try and rescue them somehow. We've got over here, we've got some primulas. We've got a couple more peonies there. I've just planted some peony sort of roots down there, so hopefully peonies will come up there. Got some allium going here.
You give me too much. Well, come on, we've got to have something bigger than a spoon. Haven't you just got a spade? Big spade? Because I need something that I can actually get all this stuff. I mean, I'm going to have to use this otherwise, aren't I? Which I can do, I suppose. And
then we've got these potentillas, which I think that one looks dead. Look at these, amongst the Pringle pots. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? Aren't they pretty? Oh, you're right, Toffs. So pretty. If we didn't have you bringing all this debris down here, it'd be clear. So I've got a lovely cup of tea from my Kiki bee. That rhymes. I'm just about to enter into my garden journal that I got from Father Christmas. What me and Nanny Di are doing in the garden. This isn't officially a green-fingered hell, but you can tell we're moving there, aren't we? We're moving there. And I'm going to have a look at whether I can salvage planting any garlic at this time of year.
Hello.
Little garden gnome, beavering away. So should we ask the subs, what does it mean if there's black spot? Does that mean it's irreparable? Does that mean the rose bush is dead?
Yeah. I mean, all I know is that it doesn't affect the growing of the rose, but it's unsightly.
And you're worried it could infect other things?
Well, yeah, that's the bit I don't know about. Yeah.
Camellias, Brushfeld's yellow. Oh. I think we need to get away from seeing every new plant as a problem.
I'm not seeing it, but I think you got those on your own because they look so nice when they're grown, but they are difficult. I'd leave those because you have to think about where they're going to go.
So Mum, is it fair to say that although this isn't going to be called green-fingered hell, the season is upon us?
It is.
Because look, I've got garlic that's already growing in its packet and I need to know what to do with it.
Those
what do I do,
tulips,
subs? Can I sow these?
And I've put those tulips back into the thing because otherwise they'll get soaking wet, and that's what happened before. I mean, otherwise maybe they can...
Where do we plant them?
Well, I don't know, but they can't stay out in the bag, can they?
My dear mum's been over today, and I think it's been the inaugural launching of Green-Fingered Hell. I think it may well have happened. It might not be every weekend, but we're going to start having films.
Yeah.
This is going to be part of the weekend vlog, but it is coming. I don't know if you can see down the end of the garden. I've cleared all of the plastic, all of the plastic rubbish. So many lovely snowdrops, aren't there?
Yeah, can you see them?
Not really, not from
No.
So what's happened down here?
Peonies along there.
So we planted some peonies. Oh great, and you've put some new fresh soil on them.
Fresh soil on them. Alliums here.
Alliums. And
We've no idea how they're going to... No potentillas there.
What are those two things at the bottom there?
Oh, 2 potentillas there, yeah.
Oh.
Potentillas, allium. And then there's a few more potentillas around. Look, daffodils have been
daffodils
left.
are obviously aren't the crack cocaine of the squirrel world, are they?
No,
Or
but
the
also
crow
that
world?
isn't a good place because it's getting no sun.
Yeah.
Mind you, I suppose we've had no sun, have we?
No, we've had no sun and no rain.
No sun and no rain.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
always,
you do,
always.
you
Yeah.
do, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I just suppose I like just doing something
Oh.
outside.
I've enjoyed hearing the sound of birds. I mean, listen to that, listen to that, listen to that. I've put up another little home for another blue tit. Probably a hippie blue tit that likes sort of, crystals spinning around next to it. But just the thought that they'll be in there at some point is so lovely, isn't it? Cold frames.
That's what they're called, aren't they?
Yeah,
Cold frames.
absolutely.
Because, I mean, look, everything is done well in there.
The only part of all of this that I feel slightly sort of overwhelmed by is I've ordered some sleepers for the front garden. I've ordered half a ton of compost. It's that time of year again.
Yeah.
What I feel slightly overwhelmed with is the promise I made to myself that I would have made a start on the kitchen garden in the front garden.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
an
well,
enormous job, isn't it? It could take years.
Yeah, it could. And that's
Well,
that.
part of me wants to get it done now.
Well, you can't.
Okay. right.
Yeah. It's poisonous. It shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be. It's a horrible thing, that laurel.
You know, Nadia will have my guts for garters if that's gone.
Well, it needs
Needs to go. We could put
It's
some
like something
beautiful.
out of Edgar Allan Poe.
Christ.
I mean, in a sense, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Raven.
Anyway, as you can see, Nan's got a little bit. Nan always gets a little bit angry, don't you, Mum?
No, I'm not angry. Hello.
Oh,
Blimey, look at the. Why is it so light? There.
yellow.
Yeah,
Why do you think?
because of the light.
It's a huge buttercup. My God. So I'm out on the veranda. It's one of the most beautiful mornings, and I hate sunshine. But the house is quiet. I've come out. Nanny Di's still asleep. Kiki's still asleep. Maddie's at friends. I've brought out a book to sit and read. I don't think I've done this in years, and part of me doesn't believe I'm going to get to do it because I'm thinking all sorts of demands are going to come in. Sorry if the wind's bad. But it's Sunday morning. The dogs are eating. Oh, it's so peaceful. Let me just press that because I'm burning out there. It's so peaceful. I've still got the most terrible earache. I can barely hear anything out of this side of my head. And in a strange way, it makes me feel sort of nicely distanced from the world. I can see all that me and Mum did yesterday in the garden, which is lovely. Just gonna close my eyes and just let the sun hit my skin. Oh.
Hello.
Don't show me.
Don't show you. Can't show Kiki. She hasn't yet got up properly, so Kiki is behind the camera. Morning, Mum. So we've spent the morning sat on the veranda, chewing the cud.
Chewing the cud.
Talking about all
Religion
sorts of
and
things,
art.
from religion, poetry, art, you name it. And Maddie's just contacted to say she's missing us.
Oh.
She said she's going to come over. So what should we do? Should we go and see a film, or should we go take the dogs for a walk?
Not
or
walk dogs.
you don't want to walk the dogs? She doesn't want to walk the dogs. We did that yesterday.
I was going
could
to
walk
say
the
the
dogs.
opposite. I was going to say we could walk the dogs, but normally I'd say a film, but because
Yeah.
it's a nice day. It's
Well, why don't we see, because
Garden.
we're all here for the day and Nadia isn't back till tomorrow, why don't we go and see a film early evening?
Exactly. Oh, is that good for you?
Is that good for you?
Does that work for you?
I would spin round and show Kiki, but if I do that, watch what happens.
No!
Thanks to all the subs who've been giving me an option to killing
Mum.
myself by jumping out of a plane.
They have
So thank
all
you.
suggested, a lot of people have suggested, they've suggested a variety of things.
Yeah.
Zip wire.
I like the idea
Definitely
of
zip
that.
wire.
I
Zip
like
wire.
the idea.
But
Because
apparently,
they don't just
let's just get out of the
can't
sun.
just-
Let's go over
You
here.
can't just hang on by your arms.
You
Do
could
they
do
give you a
Boris
harness?
Johnson.
You could do a Boris
It's
Johnson!
If Boris Johnson can do it, I can do it,
Funniest
surely.
video,
It's the
how you
funniest-
Get stuck.
Yes.
Mum, you could get stuck like Boris Johnson.
Yes.
They've suggested zip wire. Apparently, there are places where you can skydive indoors. You don't actually jump out of a plane. They simulate the experience of
she should
skydiving.
do that thing, you know, when the air pushes you
Yes.
up and you float like that.
It fires you into
She
the
should
air.
do that one.
So
Don't
we
know
could
if I
fire
like
you.
the sound of that. I mean, if I was going to do it, I'd want the
No,
actual.
you float like that and someone's like holding your leg and arm and then there's like air pushing you up and they'll let go
Can't
for a
show
second and
Kiki.
you go up to the top.
Yeah. So there's that,
Okay.
and then
So
someone
far, I like
else.
the zip wire,
So
right.
yeah, okay. So anyway, but keep your suggestions coming. This
Yeah.
is for 50,000. We're getting there quite quickly. Get us. We're at something like 48,500.
Bloody
We're only
hell.
1,500 away. But anyway, yeah. So Kiki's going to get ready. Maddie's on her way over. Nothing's eaten the things in the garden.
What, overnight?
No, they haven't. No.
Oh my God.
Do that face again.
Here you go, Mum. This is what we're thinking of.
iFly is where you experience the thrill of free fall
Wow.
jumping from an airplane.
No, wait, this isn't the right one.
No, they're very bendy.
Yeah,
Their backs.
The backs are almost bent backwards.
That's what I mean. I mean, mine wouldn't do that. It would just break.
Well, that's you, Mum. Whoa!
How did he get down?
He threw himself.
You don't need to, they'll hold you.
I'd be sick all over the thing.
Hey.
I would be sick. I'd be still being sick at that point. Can I just say something? Whoever said this, one of the girls said this when we were talking about skydiving generally. And one of them said she can't even do a ride on a you know,
Roller coaster.
without
What would
feeling
happen if
sick.
you were sick?
Look, Nan.
That's what I mean. It would be dreadfully embarrassing.
Did you see that? Look.
experience that you'd normally get jumping
I mean, what would happen if...
You don't have to go 2 miles above us to get that experience.
These are young people, young fit people, for goodness sake.
They have.
I mean, what happens if old people lose, not only sick, but lose control of all their faculties otherwise?
This guy's done it before when it's an actual person just going and they hold you.
So you're worried you could shit, piss, and vomit everywhere?
That are blowing air all
It would be very embarrassing. if anything like that...
Nan, that's better than jumping out of a plane.
Very
No,
true. Sorry,
no,
sorry.
I agree with that. I agree with what Kiki's saying, but you'd have to not show it. Look, well, if the suit was filling up with stuff and I wouldn't be able to tell
That's
people...
like something out of Brazil to film.
The main goal every time is to get you in there on your belly and try and get you stable.
That's it. I could do that bit. That bit I'd be fine with.
You'd be
Virtually just which consists of
That.
left and
Yeah.
right,
his cheeks.
how to go forward and back.
Mum, your face might come off.
That bit I could do.
Okay.
Moves together, so you kind of start feeling out the space, getting more and more.
Whoa.
How can you breathe?
I look quite nice. Mum,
You just
would
got
be
to
dizzy,
breathe
though,
normally.
wouldn't
I
you?
would. I'd be dizzy. I'd be sick. I'd be...
You don't have to do that.
I'd be
They
coughing.
can just hold you then.
My life would be running in front of me.
But
Oh
when,
God,
they,
it would be
when
terrible.
they hold you and just let you float, there's a moment where they let go and you go up,
Yeah.
but then they bring you back down.
But I might be dead.
No,
Between going up and going down.
Look, do you want to do that instead? Spinning round.
Spinning round. I can't do spinning round. I'm sick instantly if I spin round. That's why I
Spin
can't
round
do...
now. Just pause it.
No, I
Just
can't.
go round in one
I
circle.
can't.
Spin round. And again.
No, I can't. My head's gone. My head's gone already. I have to be very careful with spinning round. I'm not.
Go round really slowly. Go around really slowly.
You're veering off a bit, Mum. She's doing the sachet.
doing that thing
She's doing
again.
a sachet again. Mum, where's this sachet come from? Who is it? Is it sort of marching sachet?
I'm not looking anymore. It's making me feel
Whoa.
just...
You just... Whoa!
Jesus.
Oh, I'll do that with you, Mum.
You'd love
Yeah,
it.
Dad used to do it.
I think you'd get addicted to it, Mark.
Wait, do they have it here?
Yeah, they have Wi-Fi.
Woo! Spider-Man.
It would be so
This is
cool.
one of those, like, the fan.
Dad, you should do that.
There's the fan.
You should do it, Coop.
No.
One of those
Why?
places with the.
Why don't we get Mum to do it?
God, yes.
Why don't we break the news to her on the day that she's going to do it?
Oh yeah, so you've already booked
Yeah.
you in.
Say all the subs think that Nads should do that and then show her.
I'll make sure Nads doesn't watch this vlog.
Yes.
Subs, here's the thing. I'm not going to let Nadia watch this vlog, but answer this question. Should we secretly book Nadia in to do this with Nanny Di and me if we hit 50,000? I think that's quite a good idea, isn't it?
I like the zip wire idea.
Oh, do you? Are you
that's
worried you
what I
might actually fill your pants?
Well, no, I'm not worried about that at all. It's just that I actually I would look forward to that more than I would look forward to that.
Oh,
I've
right.
always wanted to go on the zip wire. I know I
Oh.
said that about skydiving, didn't I?
Yeah.
My friend's.
As it got closer, I bottled
My
out.
friend's grandma, she's like 92. I think she jumped out of a plane.
Did you?
Well,
92.
Good for her.
Come on, Mum. She's laying the gauntlet down.
I don't care. There's a woman that comes to one of our dance classes that's about 100, and everybody wheels her forward as if to say, if she can do it,
I've
you
just
should be
had an
able to do it.
idea. I know what you could do.
What?
We could attach you to the top wings of a biplane.
Here's an 83.
You could stand on a plane.
Oh, will you stop subs? Make them stop.
83-year-old.
Be 20 years old again.
Oh, so that was her.
So the reason that Glenn does this, by the way, is because she's got MS.
She's got MS.
Where she feels pain.
Yeah, I had a friend who had MS, and the only time that she got relief from her symptoms was going into an aerodynamically thing. So it must do something with the symptoms.
Skydiving live.
Oh,
Man, that's you.
Yeah.
There you go. See, they're not doing it too dramatically.
No.
It's incredible, isn't it?
And it's not easy to do. I mean, to keep in that position.
How long of her floating up and down like that, looking very peaceful, but with her eyes closed, would it take before they thought she might be dead? And then...
I mean, she easily could be,
Oh,
because you
my
know.
God. It's got a bit more.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much.
So what do you think, Mum? What do you prefer, zip wire?
Because, yes, so far the zip line. Oh.
Well, maybe you do
Well,
the
let
zip
me
wire,
think
but we
about
get
it then,
Nadia
'cause
to do that.
It's only... Yeah.
Imagine
I
your
do
mum
like the
doing
look of
that. Kiki.
No, the 83-year-old just did it.
Why do you want me to do it so much?
Isn't she so funny?
Because you think I'll do something very embarrassingly shocking. No. And I won't scream doing that. That's not a screaming thing, whereas the zip wire thing is a screaming thing.
Very hard to film you.
I'm known as a screamer. They used to put me on the rides. When I was going out clubs when I was younger, when Mark was little, we lived for a while up in Whitley Bay, Northumberland, hooray! And we lived by a place called the Spanish City. I don't know if it's still there. Yeah. And it was a amusement arcade. And Mark used to go and play on the machines. And what was my point, Mark?
They used to hire you to scream on the rides.
Oh yeah, they used to hire me to scream on the rides because somebody said, "Oh, go on, put Di on first, and she'll get all the people in because she screams so much." Oh. I don't put it on. No, it's just one of those things. I'm a screamer.
So funny. Look, this girl goes in.
Suddenly, I could do double splits.
Imagine if you went in and you were just doing that.
That is absolutely.
What if you found your calling?
Imagine. There must be some way you can work on that thing of feeling sick when you turn upside down because. Yeah. I'm sure it's a common feeling for people, but...
I don't think it would feel like you are. I think it would be like an upside-down roller coaster. You wouldn't feel like you're upside down.
Yeah, but I do on a roller coaster. I feel like I'm upside down when I'm not upside down.
Yeah, but when you don't think about it, just think, oh, I'm on a roller coaster, I'm not going to die, then you're fine. That's what I always think.
Okay.
And I find it fun.
Oh.
You felt there was an atmosphere...
There's no living presence out there,
well,
which sounds ridiculous.
The squirrels off.
Maybe squirrels...
They love it when we're out here, don't they? Oh, no, look.
What? I thought you said they hadn't dug
any. They didn't. What was that? What's happened? I mean, look, something's...
It'd be funny if it was coming up from underneath.
What the hell?
You sure that's not Cheech?
Do you think it might be?
I do. I do think it might.
What's going on, subs? What's coming out here and doing it? Chi-Chi? Come here. Chi-Chi.
She was very odd yesterday.
It's odd having Christmas trees everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
Come here, Chi-Chi. Come here. Sit. Sit. I'm going to examine your mouth. Sit.
Oh,
it's very dark.
Chi-Chi, what
What's
does this
here?
mean to you?
What's over here?
Chi-Chi.
What's this?
What does that mean to
What's
you?
that?
She says, oh yeah, that's the thing I was examining earlier. Yeah, that's no good. That's not good to eat. I've examined it. Yeah.
The gardening's happening. It really helps my mental health, I tell you.
Can I just...
What should we do with these, subs?
Subs, what should we do with these? I've got fennel that's growing really well, but it doesn't smell of fennel.
Must do.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
It doesn't smell of anything.
Subs, how can you have fennel?
It doesn't smell of
fennel.
fennel.
It doesn't smell of fennel.
Oh, it does if you really...
Well, that's the middle bit as well. I'm thinking that the middle bit should...
that.
Very, very faint.
God, you have to work it, don't you?
You do.
I'm seriously excited about it all starting again. Oh. I really am.
No, oh, good, because you...
I really am, because I find it really does...
A bit, weren't you?
I was a bit, but now
Toffee? Are you the culprit?
Toffee, did you just have your nose in there?
She did, look, she's even got dirt on her mouth.
Do you know I came out the other day and you know what she was doing?
Look.
Let's have a look. Toffee?
She had dirt on her mouth.
I came out the other day and she was half in and half out of that pot of daffodils. Like, with her leg akimbo.
Almost as if she wanted to go to the toilet.
Yes.
Well, do you remember one dog did go to the toilet?
Yeah, she just took a dump on top of our tulips.
Toffee, was it you?
It's a gardening journal.
Oh, it's lovely.
For Christmas, but look.
Yeah.
You put in things like hardiness zone, the name of the plant.
Oh, you would love that,
Yeah,
your
but
little
look.
tiny spider
my
writing.
tiny spider writing, but where... Look. I'm now making a note of where we put things in the step box. We have a rose, allium, cernum.
I'm going to cry. Oh, look, 2 pages until... Could his writing get any smaller, Subs?
It's always been tiny,
It's
isn't
always
it?
been... It's got smaller and smaller as he's got older and older. By that token, we won't even be able to read it when he's an old man.
Isn't it weird how we don't... Do you write much with a pen anymore?
I do now because
Oh,
of my
do you?
classes. But it took some getting into. Do you hear that bird?
What is it?
I don't know.
Do you know what we've got at night here? An owl. In the garden. At night,
Seriously?
you hear a conventional tweet-tweet.
There's only one owl that does that, Tawny.
Well,
The rest of them don't have
But
that.
surely the good thing about that is it's hunting mice.
Yes. Yes!
Yes.
Which means squirrels.
Maybe it's hunting squirrels. So basically, I got a bit
you
scared.
need an owl.
We need an owl in the
You
garden.
need an owl.
I've never needed an owl more.
No, you do need an owl.
Yeah, really need one.
Mark, I hardly believe you got a tawny owl.
We
She's
could,
quite a
Mum, at
big owl going
night, I went out into the garden
Tweet,
when everyone was
tweet.
in, and it went like this. It's no exaggeration. It went, tweet, tweet. I was like, bloody hell, out of a bloody film.
You sure it wasn't somebody playing a trick?
No, unless someone's got one of those things that sounds like one. It was a conventional owl sound.
Oh, there is only one owl that does that. The rest just go woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, no, it was a proper...
Yeah, that's what
It's windy, but it's sunny. And what does the sun mean? It means everyone has the same idea to come out and have a good time, which is what makes you not have a good time. But it's absolutely heaving. That irritating yelp has gone. She hasn't hit her head again. And then after the walk, we're going to go and get Maddie. This is like spring has arrived.
I know.
Do you think all the plants in the garden are going to be confused and going to start growing?
Well,
And then suddenly a frost is going to arrive.
Well, yes, that's what can happen.
Can happen, can't it? So Nanny Di has just done a spoiler of Can You Ever Forgive Me, which we haven't seen yet. It's a peaceful walk because Toffee has got a ball in her mouth and it's muffling her. It's so delightful. Oh yeah, no, look, there she is. She's picked it up.
Listen.
You say an owl choosing to live with us is quite something.
Yeah, it is. It's an honour.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Bees and owls.
bees and owls.
Yeah.
Walk done.
Tick.
Dogs walked.
Tick.
About to go and get Maddie from a friend Anya's after her sleepover. She's had 2 nights of constant wall-to-wall, I don't know what,
Constant
partying, is it?
Yep. Tick.
Then we're going to go to Sainsbury's,
Tick.
get some food,
Tick.
back home,
Tick.
and then we're going to go and tick some things.
Yeah. Tick, tick. Tick, tick.
So we have our Maddie back in the vlog. Did you have a nice couple of nights?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
I've been to 2 different mates' houses.
And you've watched lots of programmes,
Yeah.
laughed your socks off,
Yeah.
and had fun. In fact, the same night that Nanny Di nearly died of laughter because she couldn't get an intake of breath.
So did I.
Isn't that bizarre?
I nearly died
Of laughter?
of laughter. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
that I felt like my throat, like here,
Yeah.
was kind of coming out.
Oh.
Like, that it was here, and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually going to die from laughter. You know when people are like, oh my god, I almost died
Yeah,
of laughter?
died
I
of
was like,
laughter.
No, I actually almost died. And like, you know when you're going, and then you go,
Yeah.
you're trying to breathe
Oh my
in.
God.
And at the same time I was crying, and then I couldn't tell if I was laughing or crying anymore. It was a very scary experience.
Has there ever been a horror film in which laughter is the form of death?
It was how high but there should be.
There should be.
It was how high pitched her laugh was. It was
Nanny
like,
dies, I know.
She was quiet for like 2 minutes, I think, and then we
Yeah.
just had.
Yeah, it was bizarre. So you'll be very excited to know I've asked Nan to buy some shallots to plant in the garden. But I said to her, as she was buying them, I said, that's shallot, no more.
Is she dead?
You very punny.
No, she's coming. Very punny.
You're very punny.
Very punny. Oh, so you punned with funny?
Yeah, that's my
Oh my God, that's so funny.
punny.
That's punny.
Yeah.
You're a lot of pun.
You just jumped.
I just made
Bump
a jump
again,
out of
do
it.
it, beep again. Did you get her? Do it again.
Can you get in?
I don't know.
How did you do? Did you get any potatoes?
No, I feel bad about that. What's the difference between
What about the
seed-
red onions? I thought we could have got a selection of shallots, couldn't we?
No, there's only that one type of shallot.
Oh, was there?
The rest are onions.
Oh, right.
I can't tell the difference.
Oh, right.
I always thought a shallot was a small onion.
It is.
Yeah, but well, I think it's more complicated than
That's
that.
shallot.
Listen, what's the difference between seed potatoes and potatoes?
Potatoes are just potatoes that grow on the vine, and then seed potatoes are the ones you can grow. I have grown potatoes in the past.
I know, you did before.
Years and years ago.
But does that... Whoa!
Jesus Christ!
Oh, that really hurt my throat.
I'm not
Jesus,
surprised.
really hurt the back of my head.
Yeah, you're flooded all over
No,
the back
I
of
did-
your head.
I know,
No,
I did.
I'm joking.
Listen,
Seed potatoes, they're the ones that have the tubers coming out.
oh, that means that some potatoes
Have an eye, that means they'll grow into a plant.
Okay. And some don't.
I'd have thought they all did.
I would have thought they all
Yeah,
did.
what makes them do
So what I'm thinking is this all a con? All potatoes are seed potatoes.
Ah, and they're trying to say it so they sell them at a premium.
Yeah.
Ah,
and,
let's ask our
and
folks.
it's worked because as I went past the sign, the fact it said seed potatoes made me go. If it had just said potatoes, I'd have gone. But because it said seed potatoes, I went.
What is that, Mum?
It's a succulent. So I thought rather than get a cacti are all the rage at the moment, the small ones for her room.
It looks like food. It's like green pea.
But these just
do they
propagate.
do?
They propagate by you just opening one. I'll take one home and I'll propagate it at home. But you can put it in.
Weird.
No, well, you like You like all those cacti things all over the place. I didn't get you one with spikes because you'd have spiked yourself instantly. You'd have liked one with spikes. I could tell.
You would.
She'd have liked.
Yeah, I would have.
It looks
on mine.
sort of like a growth.
Yeah, no, but they're very fashionable.
spat
In
in my
Hackney,
eye.
they're everywhere.
Where?
Hackney, Stoke Newington, I'm telling you.
Whereabouts in Hackney? On the roads. Is it? Looks like mum. It's basically been sold a cactus without spikes. Mum, it's a cactus without spikes,
Okay.
isn't it?
I'm back.
Weird.
No, exactly. That's exactly what it is. You've hit the nail on the head. A succulent is a cacti without prickles, you nincompoop. Yes, you don't have to water it. You don't have to do anything. You just leave it there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's the reason they're good.
So she doesn't need a
Thank
little tray
you.
to put it in.
No, that's
What
why
do
you
you
can
think,
just put it
Kiki?
on.
Are
Thank you.
blown away by that?
I'm not blown away, but
It might do something like sometimes, occasionally. No, occasionally.
it's like what I've forgotten there.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
occasionally.
looks like it.
Occasionally they put out flowers of vivid colours, but you'd be very lucky if that happened. because that's not-
Not long.
I got this for my flat because I've always wanted one. Are there any subs out there that know what this is called? It's common name.
Does it not have a name in the shop?
Yes, but I can't. I've forgotten it. Shallots are there.
To sow in the garden.
Nadia likes shallots. She likes the
Yeah,
shallots.
I'm going to plant those. And look what I got, team. Some Twinkies. I don't know why, I just saw them and I felt like I wanted to be an American for a minute. Do you like Twinkies?
What is a Twinkie?
Oh my god.
What is a Twinkie?
It's so cool, the packaging, isn't it?
Yeah.
So explain to us what
It's like
Nan's
they're
listening
So
to.
Nan's listening to 4D music, which is like the new audio. So when you wear earphones, it feels like it's playing in different sides of the room. So just.
Is that why she's looking round?
I feel like he's there. Okay, that's enough. I feel a bit weird. I feel like Alice in Wonderland. Oh my god, I might have just fell down the rabbit hole. That's so unfair.
Toffee, where is it? Toffee, where is it? Just landed on her head,
It's
son.
on you, look.
It's on your back.
It's on you, look. Toss.
Chi-Chi's gonna have it.
There. There, look.
Oh.
Go on, Toss.
Hey.
That landed on her head.
Oh,
Oh.
you can see where they've injected them with cream.
I love a bit of injected cream.
It's like when you get like a jam donut
Yeah.
and you can see that one point, and then you know to start off from there because that's where it's.
I don't.
works.
I always start around the edge and work to the ball.
No, because it's been squirted in there.
Yeah.
It means it would have all pushed right to the back, and it's
Oh,
not going to
see,
be
so
as
it's not
much
gonna be there. Oh, I
where
see.
it's injected.
Reverse logic.
So I start with the
Oh
injection.
my god, what's going to happen here then?
So I'm not going to.
She said she'd prefer it if it was ice cream.
Well, we have got magnums. Go on in. Let's have a look inside it. Is it good?
It's so sweet.
It's just the greatest thing ever made.
Yeah.
Is it? Twinkies. I used to see these in the back of comics in the 70s. And for me, the photograph of a boy eating those things on the front was like the most exotic advert for a nation I thought I'd never get to. America. It was like such an exotic thing. This little chap here, I think he's been their logo for years. But there used to be a sort of blonde-haired boy on the back of the magazines eating a Twinkie. And I used to think, my God, these things are the work of fiction.
Oh, what, like Kinder Egg?
Yeah, some fictional
weren't
god.
here back then,
No, they weren't. They were like, there was something else called sea monkeys. Does anyone else remember sea monkeys that you used to be able to get? And they promised you like this tank of weird creatures that would float. It was the most magical thing. And then alongside them there was a man with a chest expander who looked like a croissant. And I remember thinking, every man in America is like a muscle man. And every boy eats a Twinkie. And I just want to be over there.
Have you ever eaten a Twinkie?
No.
Do you really want to eat it?
Let's do it. This is a first. I've never had it.
my
I've
God,
never had a Twinkie.
So
Can you open
your
it for
whole
me?
childhood you've wanted this.
I've always wanted one. That's why I bought the box.
So this is a very special moment.
This is an enormously special moment.
You might be addicted to them and
brilliant. I know, and I'm doing it whilst Mum's out of the
No, that kind of one you can.
out of the country. Basically, she has to
No,
get
it
another.
makes me want more.
Oh yeah, there's a bit.
So I'm already slightly impatient at how long it's taken to unwrap it.
I'm making this moment count.
Oh my god, this is a moment that counts.
Because you've wanted this the whole
Oh,
time.
I wanted it my whole childhood. Why am I just repeating everything you're saying?
Hang on, I've unraveled it.
Twinkie, 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 Twinkie.
They're so delicate.
They are.
They're soft. Oh
Yeah.
god, they are. Oh,
And sticky.
they're very soft and sticky.
Grab the box runs.
No. Say something.
Oh,
Does he like it?
yeah.
Say something.
Is he alright?
He's just eating.
He took 2 bites and finished it.
No more, take them away from
I've got them. Do you?
They're a beautiful thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Would be better with ice cream.
No! That's the devil's spawn. They are gorgeous just as they are. I want a Twinkie cream injecting machine. And I'll inject it into my ear. Straight to my brain.
And then you become a Twinkie.
I want to become a Twinkie!
I want to be a Twinkie.
I've always wanted to be a Twinkie. Ever since I was a young boy.
So how did that feel? That was your first.
Okay.
Did it live up to the?
It has got a really glacky exterior, which is delicious. You go through to something that's extraordinarily sweet, but doesn't taste. You know how you can sometimes get that confectioner's cream that's
full,
horrible.
though.
It's properly full. I
Like,
thought.
you know, when you bite into some injected things,
Yes.
it's disappointing because you have one area.
Totally
of the whole
agree.
Thing that's full, and the whole thing is full, and that.
The Twinkie is full. It's a full Twinkie.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
it is delicious.
I didn't take
Delicious.
Yeah.
Are you listening, Mother? This is Twinkie chat.
Oh no, I'm going to go to breathe.
We're having a Twinkie moment. So Nanny Di's going to go and water some plants. I'm going to go for a run. It's about 4:30 on a Sunday. We're going to the cinema later to see Instant Family. Do you know what it's about?
Me.
Instant Family. Do you know what
Yes,
it's about?
I do know what it's
It's about.
It's about a couple who get given an instant family and they have to work very hard to be up with it.
Okay, yeah, something like that. I like Mark Wahlberg. I've got a bit of a man crush on Mark Wahlberg. I've always wanted an eyebrow like his that does that.
Oh yeah, he's got really up. Yeah.
He's got one eyebrow, Mark Wahlberg, that just goes up. I just want a Mark Wahlberg eyebrow. I don't even want him, I just want his eyebrow.
Oh, okay.
If I could have his eyebrow and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's pecs and Josh Brolin's chin,
You'd be
and Josh Brolin's chin, I'd be really happy. That's all I want.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm going to go for a run. I haven't heard diddly squat from Nadia, so we can't cut anything into the vlog at the moment.
Oh, dear.
So you might have got to this point without anything from her, but you never know. There might be something in my inbox or my email. What do you think of my hair, guys?
Oh, that's lovely. Very nice.
I don't know what's happened to it.
I don't mind something gone long as well. Yours has gone
It's gone long and pointy.
Yeah.
Just had a shower. So are you going up to make yourself smart?
No, I'm just going up to,
What?
I don't know,
Stay scruffy.
take tablets, go
Brush
to
your
the
hair?
loo. Brush my hair. No,
Not even brush your hair.
I haven't got a brush.
That must be where I get it from.
Well, look, notice the similarity.
Are you going to eat it when we're out?
I don't know, might we?
Burger? Spielberger? They do a Spielberger.
Very funny. No, I
No,
don't
it
think
is.
I'll be able to eat any more than I've eaten.
It is, isn't it?
I've got to go to the toilet anyway.
So Nanny Di is insisting it's a full moon tonight on Sunday.
It looks like a full moon tonight.
And she just said it's not a full moon, it's about 2/3 of a moon. And she said details. I mean,
Well,
that detail is important.
It's big and white, subs. That means we're all a bit crazy in here.
You crazy, Mads?
Yeah.
Yeah? Full moons make women go mental.
They make everybody go mental, you sexist pig. It makes human beings go mental, doesn't it, subs?
So just a normal night out at Crystal Palace. How you doing, Mum?
Okay. I'm getting there.
Off to the cinema.
Off to the cinema.
Off to the Everyman. This way, guys. Going to see Instant Family.
My breath just went.
Oh, Maddie just nearly fell over and broke her neck. Looking glamorous there. This is the joy of having a cinema just round the corner, isn't it?
Just walking.
You can just get in the car and 5 minutes away, we're there. What do you mean? It's round the corner. We're in Crystal Palace. Anyway, this is our Sunday evening. Nadia, dear Nadia, is up in Scotland, and we're going to go and see a film, and you're going to get your vlog after the film. Are we talking about the Oscars next weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, should we do an all-nighter?
I'm totally doing it, whether Mum wants me to.
Yeah, I will.
Are you doing an all-nighter? You're good. You usually get to Best Supporting Actress and then keel over.
I was the only one that got best film last time.
You were the only one who got one?
Who guessed the best film? Because none of you guys could believe it was going to be. Oh no, The Shape of Water.
No, that was 2
the year.
years ago. La La Land was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Shape of Water was last year.
It all becomes a blur, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Look, that is like a chocolate bar for tiny people.
No, but I'm weird because all my friends are like, oh, that's to be my dad. And I'm like, oh, this is not. No, it's not.
Bradley Cooper.
My friends say it's weird because they're like, oh, he's so old, but
Mark's age about.
What? Who do we hope
No,
will
don't say
win?
that, that's weird.
Who do we hope will win at the Oscars?
For
you want
what?
Roma to win?
Yeah.
You do?
But it's been nominated for so many things.
Exactly.
The nominations are so boring this year. It was literally just Roma and Black Panther.
And I would agree with Maddie even there. And I was the one
And a
that
sprinkle
right
of
from the
Bohemian
beginning.
Rhapsody.
Right from the beginning, I wanted Roma to win and thought it deserved to win. But now what's happened is, the favourite. But now what's happened, as Maddie says, it's taken over every category.
How can it have
And that's
Best
too
Foreign
much.
Picture and Best Picture?
The favourite looks good, but it's got like nominated for every single thing.
Rami Malek,
And
who do you think is going to win Best Actor?
Yeah, it's,
Rami?
I think so.
Yeah?
Even Liz thought he was crap.
Everyone's saying he's going to win.
Even Liz thought he was
Liz
crap.
thought he was absolute shit. She's mad. So, oh no, sorry, don't. No, but yeah, she has issues, Liz. But she said.
Why are you telling her that? You don't. What if she watches it?
She wouldn't mind. She'd agree with me.
Quick.
Showing responsible street crossing.
I don't want to pull you.
We just had a great night at the cinema. Say goodbye, say goodnight to the subs.
Good night, subs.
Say it again.
Missing you already.
Say goodnight, subs.
Good night, subs.
So that's the end of our Sunday weekend. We've just seen a really good film that somehow we're going to review at some point. And we've just had a lovely evening. That was really nice, wasn't it? A nice evening at the cinema. Really good. But we're missing you, Nads. We're missing you. Where are you? Where are you? You went off to a strange place called Scotland? Or something, or Scottyland.